If you want to be a winner, not only have to understand how to win, but to understand how to consistently win.
We're the freaking New York Jets, and we're built for this shit.
That's our brand of football. If you want to be a winner, not only have to understand how to win, but to understand how to consistently win.
We're the freaking New York Jets, and we're built for this shit.
That's our brand of football.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Nick Shine Show. I am your host, Nick. Pleasure to be here with you. We got a lot to talk about. It's Combine Week. There are some standouts. Could there be New York Jets that are standing out? Ooh, is that a tease? It very well may be. Well, what is he going to say next? Nothing.
It's got me.
Gentry covered the football!
Any day, any night, we all shine, bro. First class shine time, the Nick Shine Show. Anytime on YouTube, if you don't know, the Nick Shine Show, the Nick Shine Show. Dim the lights, but it's still bright as Nick time. Day or night, this is his prime, it's Nick Shine. Proud fan, well defined, to get in line. Toe to toe with any show, he only got 9. The best show on YouTube, bro, is easy. We talk Jets all day, please believe me. Subscribe, you just gotta click a family. We not a click in 3D. You can see a beautiful DP. We see through the fake teams and the tea leaves. So we pray for a coach and a QB and hope that we close to the top in the new league. A toast to the host with the most, Nicky.
Who, me?
Any day, any night, we all shine, bro. First class shine time, the Nick Shine Show. Anytime on YouTube, if you don't know, the Nick Shine Show, the Nick Shine Show.
Fantastic.
Much love to Aaron Glenn. Not everyone's Tom Ace. Not every man wants to watch other men run around in spandex. It's the truth of it. It's the way it be, folks. It's no big deal. It's no big deal, I say. You ever be hanging out with your nephew, your kids, they're playing? Uncle Nick is known for falling asleep randomly. It's fun. It's no big deal. The guy's in meetings all day. It's not a problem. I have no issue with it. Who gives a shit? Now, what I do give a shit about is you fine people who are here watching. Thank you for being here. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you have not already. We are going to be discussing today the Ohio State standouts from yesterday's Combine. Now, these aren't Vernon Golston workout warriors. These are guys who have shown tremendous traits on the field. These are guys who were already projected to be top picks. And I'm going to get into that and some other scenarios that I think could play out. But first, before the show started, it went away once I hit the live button. But before we started, Ricky New York gifted a membership that went to Junior Rudy. Thank you, Ricky. Appreciate you. Said he can't stay up any longer, but we will talk tomorrow. Appreciate you, Rick. And we got Georgie coming in with a super chat for $2 with the balloons. Oh, yeah. Ooh, I like balloons. Ooh, yeah. Balloons are like cherries. You can pop them. All right, never mind. Now, we do have a raffle going on, folks. Tuesday night, March 10th, is going to be the winner's choice. It's a big day for me. It's my 3 years being sober. I want to celebrate that day. I want to share the love with all of you guys. I want to give away a prize that day. Get in the winner's circle. You pick the player. Your choice. Mini helmet, jersey, perhaps an autographed photo for the wall. Your call. I'll make it happen. We're just I'm excited with the combine. I'm excited we have football to talk about. I'm excited that there's football activities going on. Right before the show started, you saw that they have the new salary cap number. It's up to $301 million. Just 5 years ago in 22, it was at 208. So it's jumped up $93 million in 5 years. So it's remarkable how much money the NFL makes. NFL clubs were informed today that the salary cap for the 26th season will jump $22 million per club to 301.2. Add in another $77.6 million in benefits, and that's $378.8 million per club in player spending. Tremendous growth. Speaking of tremendous growth, Knobcraft is here saying that eating grass is his super. Oh, eating ass is his super. Well, Knob, I thank you for the super chat. Perfect timing that Tom showed up right after that too. I appreciate the super chats. Don't forget, folks, super chats $5 and up and gifted memberships get you on the wheel. We're going to double everything today and tomorrow also. There's football to talk, so get yourselves on the wheel and pick your player. Knobcraft, you're a nice guy. I appreciate you, buddy. And I'm sure everybody that you perform your superpower on appreciates you as well. Yeah. You put in a super chat, I'll read it. But now, yesterday, Arvell Reese looked absolutely worthy of the number 2 pick. If there were any doubts, if there were any questions about Arvell Reese and his abilities and capabilities, he's a freak athlete. That big, that fast, he can bend around the edge. It's not just the sprinting and the 40-yard dash, right? It's his bend on the one drill and then his ability to accelerate. This is a guy that you want coming off the edge in your scheme. If you're going to run a 3-4 system, listen, I try to talk myself into Bain because I love the physicality of Bain, but he's just not a fit in the 3-4. And that's the reality of it. I don't want to move him inside in the 3-4, and I feel you're not going to get the most out of the number 2 selection. But I really, really am sold on Reese. I think that's a lock at number 2. Unless something New York Jet-like happens, I believe that's a lock at number 2. Now, what do you do with the other pick? And here's the scenario that I've been looking at. And here, give me 1 second. Something setting changed with my camera. Let me play a video real quick to see if I can get this fixed.
Hey, all you shiners, it's time for something cool. I'm here to do my part. I'll drop a stinky fart. No chicken soup for you. I'm gonna eat it up. And then I'll do a show and talk about the Green Hornet. I got a new laptop. You know it doesn't suck. I'll need to keep it down when I'm making too much noise. My mom will pull the plug and Dennis smack my ass. And that will surely blow. Hey, fuckers.
It's got beef.
Gentry covered in football.
Any day, any night, we all shine, bro. First class shine time, the Nick Shine Show. Anytime on YouTube, if you don't know, the Nick Shine Show, the Nick Shine Show. Dim the lights, but it's still bright as Nick time. Day or night, this is his prime, it's Nick Shine. Proud fan, well defined, so get in line. Toe to toe with any show, he only got 9. The best show on YouTube, bro, is easy. We talk Jets all day, please believe me. Subscribe, you just gotta click a family. We not a click in 3D. You can see a beautiful DP. We see through the fake teams and the tea leaves. So we pray for a coach and a QB and hope that we close to the top in the new league. A toast to the host with the most, Nicky.
Who, me?
Any day, any night, we all shine.
All right. Thank you. I don't know what's going on with the settings. I've been trying to tweak some things, but hopefully you see me crystal clear. Just checking one last thing. Okay. All right, we're good. Now, what do you do with Sonny Styles? There is definitely... Oh, hold on. Overtime tomorrow? 8 hours overtime tomorrow, 2 to 10 p.m. Sorry, money comes first. Forgive me. Look at this already. All right. Forgive me, folks. Now, Sonny Styles, what do you do here? I believe you're in a position at 16 when you have 33 and you have 44, you can maneuver. The team that I'm looking at, if Sonny Styles gets past the Giants at number 5, I'm jumping up to Cleveland. I'm going to give Cleveland number 16. I'm going to give Cleveland number 33. And I'm going to give Cleveland number 103. And that's enough to jump up to number 6. And I'm going to come out at number 2 and number 6 with Reese and Styles. And I'm going to get my true Mike middle linebacker. And I'm going to get my edge. And I am going to build a dominant front 7. This is the plan. Now, could we stay and pick CJ Allen? Sure. We could. But when you're the Cleveland Browns and all 5 of your offensive linemen are free agents, you're going to need more picks. So with this scenario, you would have number 16, number 24, number 33, another pick. Cleveland would now have 4 picks in the first 2 rounds. I think that you can absolutely do that. If you are that smitten with Sonny Styles, you can do it. You have the capital to do it. I would not be mad if we come out of this draft with Reese and Styles at 2 and 6. That's the makings of a really good defense. And shout out to Knob. Knob's been spitting this for a while, he's saying. I didn't know Knob was a spitter. Tom Ace just went, shucks. But Sonny Styles really developed this game. He had like a 20% missed tackle rate the year before, and now he had 1 missed tackle the entire year. He's proven to be somebody who can work on his craft. He's proven to be somebody who gives a damn and wants to be great. I would do everything possible to bring him and Reese in here together. I don't know how, when you look at Ohio State's defense with McDonald and Styles and Reese and Downs, they lost games. Never been a big fan of their coach, Day. But how do you lose with all of this talent? You got Tate, Jeremiah Smith. How do you lose with all of that talent? Listen, you guys know I'm a Georgia fan. I'm not going to complain if we stay at 16 and we get CJ Allen. I want the premium assets put into this front 7. You know I'm a big fan of the Sweat trade yesterday to be the nose tackle. Now you get the guys behind him who can play. Now you get the guys that can go make plays everywhere in coverage. and doing everything possible. So Reese and Styles coming here together. Listen, it might be a pipe dream. The Jets might have no interest in trading up. They might value the board a little better. It might be Adam Muji's character to trade up. But the idea of it works. The math works. The maths, as they say. I, I don't know. I just I think that the possibilities here are really good for the Jets. There's so many different ways this can play out. They could jump for someone like Styles. They could stay put, get someone like Allen. They can take another position. They can trade back and get more picks and close that gap from 44 to 103. We'll know more in the next 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, the tampering period will start, just over 2 weeks. A week and a half, actually. The tampering period begins, and then we'll see how they want to build this team. We expect to be an announcement for the tag for Brees Hall any day now. You're going to start to see the shape of the 2026 Jets and beyond come together. I'll say it again. Every single thing that Nick Shine, Jake Asman, callers into New York radio, other YouTube content creators, you fantastic members of the chat who are here, was justified. He was awful in year one. He looked like he was over his head. He looked like he was incompetent at times. He didn't look the part. People can improve. People can get better. If you knew Nick Shine in 2022, you would have never said this guy can turn his life around. You would never thought that I could be a competent human being. But here we are, almost 3 years later. I'm close to it. It hasn't happened. I'm trying to get there. But you can change your path at any time. I really, really like Glenn, the talent evaluator. If we can get Glenn, the head coach, to be as competent as Glenn, the talent evaluator, we could be a really good team. Granted, it all comes down to the quarterback. Granted, I think this is the year you put all of the pieces together. How do you do that? You play good defense, right? Like our cornerbacks are set. Our defensive ends, Briggs and Phillips, could be set. Our nose tackle's now set. Now you have your power. Now you go get your flash. You go get your substance to add around them. You bring in Reese. Maybe you bring in another free agent. I want to take a look. Expect Sunday night with Adam Want2K. We're going to cover some of the outside linebackers in a 3-4 system in free agency to keep an eye on. Sunday night, 9 o'clock. We're going to push it back an hour with the Asmaniac bracket being announced. So Sunday night, 9 p.m., I'll be joined by Adam. The following Sunday, free agency preview with Gunny. Gunny will be with me on the 8th, and I'm working on Sunday night. I will have announcements for what days I will be doing shows during the week. Look for weekday shows, either 6:30 or 7 o'clock. Try to get in. You know, I got to start going to bed at a better time. I can't be staying up till 2 o'clock in the morning anymore, having to wake up early and being a responsible adult. So I will have all those announcements on Sunday, but stay tuned. Appreciate you all for being here. Again, hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Kyle Clifton in the raffle for 4 entries with the super chat. Cars drive by with a booming system. Take best wide receiver or any unexpected faller at 16. Okay. I differ with Kyle here. I differ with Kyle with the wide receiver. I would rather go get a cheap wide receiver this year and then spend one of those ones next year in a better class. Now, if Tate, Tyson, or Lemon are there, I would take one of them if they're there. But I'm not. I'm not taking Boston at 16. I'm not going to take another receiver at 16. I can wait. You can even take the kid Bell from Louisville who got hurt, sit him for the year, and then have him for next year. He was expected to be around one talent. But Kyle, thank you for the super chat, man. I appreciate you. Again, March 10th, 3-year anniversary. Anniversary. I got into an argument with my friend yesterday, 2 days ago. I was like, "What are you doing tonight?" She's like, "Oh, we're going out for Sonny and Darla's 3-month anniversary." I go, "Not an anniversary." She's like, "What do you mean? They've been married 3 months." I go, "Yeah, anniversary stands for annual. You don't do monthly anniversaries. It's a month anniversary, not an anniversary." I got yelled at. I always get yelled at. You guys have talked to me. You understand that I'm worth yelling at from time to time. Here's the really good thing about the Jets, right? And yes, there is a good thing about the Jets. They can work this board, man. We have all these different scenarios. Kyle says stay put, take the best player who falls. I've suggested you could trade up. I've suggested you could trade back. There's so many options on how they can work this. You can trade back a little bit and then trade up from 33 and jump again and come out of the first round with 3 first rounders. You can maneuver this draft. Listen, if you are a channel member, you have access to it. I'm a big fan of Muji as the general manager. I think he's pinpointed a lot of good talent, and now he can do that with premium assets. We know the cap is going up. It just jumped up another 22 million for this year. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a legend in the chat right now. Hit the Blitz BK emoji. Lou B. Muji will fill every single hole. Nice. Very nice, sir. I don't know. Am I doing the Nick Shine getting overly optimistic? I know Knobcraft is typing yes already. But I just look at the talent and I look at the possibilities and I look at the change to the 3-4. And I think that this draft class is the perfect draft class to go fill a 3-4. This is the best edge draft class we've seen in a very long time. This is the best middle linebacker class we've seen in a very long time. Coincidence. The Jets need both. One of the biggest things with the NFL and the draft itself, timing is everything. One year you have the number 1 pick. It's Joe Burrow. Next year you have the number 1 pick. It's Alex Smith. There's a little bit of luck that factors in with having elite picks. Some of us, myself included, didn't really love being at number 2. I spoke it into an existence in October, and I said the worst case scenario for the New York Jets is this is a 1 quarterback class, and we end up with the number 2 pick. So now I'm going to speak more positive things into existence, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm going to say this. The New York Jets have a tremendous opportunity here to build a dominant front. And I think they take every opportunity to do that. If they decide they want to move on from Phillips, they can wait. There's no guaranteed money. They can cut him at any time. There's no day on the calendar. There's no guaranteed money in his contract. They can sit and wait for the draft. You can go get a Zion Young. You can get a Jackson defensive tackle from Florida State and throw him in there. Ricky New York is heartbroken over losing Jermaine. All right, let's make Ricky happy. Let's put another Florida State guy on the D line. I think that you can build a front that can really, really make us proud. It's been a while since we've watched Jet football and been proud. We had 4 fucking plays. If you were there, if you were watching it, which I know you were, that stadium, when we had hope, was absolutely electric. This fan base wants to win so badly. This fan base deserves victory. This fan base is the best in all of sports. You guys show up to YouTube shows about the worst run football organization over the last 15 years, day in, day out, multiple shows. We're built different. There's no doubt about it. The New York Jets fans are built differently. Oh, Blitz BK. Hell yeah. Blitz. I said this yesterday on the show. I know you already planned on doing it, but I'm going to hold you to it in the chat right now. New year, new anthem. Maybe we wait till after the draft, around draft time. Also, for those of you who were not tuned in yesterday, round 1 of the NFL draft, I will be in Woodbridge, New Jersey at the Woodbridge Brewing Company, and we will have a party there. Now, I know Ricky New York was upset about losing Jermaine Johnson. I don't know if there's anybody who was more upset than this first caller.
What up? Look at it. Look at it.
Yeah, he's got the Jermaine. Hold on, let me put you full screen. He's got the Jermaine jersey. He's got the Jermaine hat. He's got the Jermaine headband. You're shaking the camera like Michael J. Fox. Calm down.
And I got his other jersey here too.
Yeah, and not only does he have the Jermaine Johnson jersey that's signed, we got that signed on Christmas Eve. It was his Christmas present. I then had to order him another one so he could have one to wear.
I know, and I have Sauce and Quinnen. It's ridiculous.
Blitz says, Nick Jr. is the first person I thought of when I heard about the trade. I'll read you the comment. You don't have to lean in, Bobby.
All right. But I feel like Sweat's gonna be pretty good though. I like him. He's a big body.
Yeah. When you run a 3-4, you need that monster in the middle. And that's exactly what we need. If you go watch his highlights, he's tough to block. He's tough to move. And now you can free up everyone else around him. If you try to single block him, you're getting beat. He can also penetrate and get through the A gap and back into the quarterback. And if you got somebody like Reese coming around the corner with Will McDonald, and you can have Briggs, Sweat, and Phillips collapse the pocket, we could get some things called sacks. I know we didn't get to see a lot of them last year, buddy.
Maybe some interceptions too. I would like to see.
Calm down, son. I'm gonna have to drug test you if you keep talking like that. All right.
You think we're gonna get one at least?
I think we'll get one. I don't think we can go 2 years in a row without one.
That would be
Now,
terrible.
a cool game to play would be, what game do we get one in? And as we get closer to the season, maybe we'll do a little competition. What game and what quarter is the first Jets interception of the season?
Hopefully we get it right off the bat so we could just wipe it away.
That's it. I would love it.
Who do you think? Who do you think we're gonna get?
I think it's Reese at 2. I think that switching to the 3-4 and having the need for that edge position, having that outside linebacker need, you can bring Reese in, and then it's a matter of adding another middle linebacker. You know, do you trade up for Styles, which I was discussing in the opening? Do you draft CJ Allen at 16? Do you draft Golday or Rodriguez in round 2? There's a lot of options. It's a really good linebacker draft, son. You know, if the outside edge, you know, for either 4-3 or 3-4, I know not everyone fits it, but Todd McShay was doing a video yesterday, and he was saying that this is a really, really good edge draft. Why are you making faces like an idiot?
I was just looking at myself.
You're on the show, knucklehead.
All right.
So it's a good draft to need a middle linebacker. It's a good draft to need an edge guy.
Do you think we are gonna get a corner at all or no?
I think when you get into the later rounds, like the 5th or the 6th round,
Yeah.
you can get a speedster. Brownlee's physical, but I think you need a speedy guy to cover the drag routes. And there's a kid Rivers from Duke. We drafted our last nickel back from Duke, Michael Carter. So
Yeah.
I want a speedster so that we don't get eaten up over the middle.
What even happened to Michael Carter?
Traded him to Philly, and we got Mechie in the return.
Oh yeah. My guy.
Yeah, Knobcraft says, "Tell Nikki close the blinds, the sun." All right, just keep your head there. You're good. Don't move your head anymore.
Yeah, I know. I was trying to block it.
All right, well, you got a big head. All right, you got work today
No, I'm going to Pennsylvania
for what?
for Sam's cheer competition.
Oh, you're a good boyfriend.
So hopefully she does good.
Does well.
Does well.
All right, you driving?
No, I'm not driving.
Okay. All right, text me later.
All right, well, see you later. Have a good night, chat, or good day, whatever you want to call it.
All right, love you, buddy.
Bye.
Love you.
Love you.
Thank you. Next up, Kyle Clifton. What's up, buddy?
I love you too, Nick.
I love you more, sir.
Yes. So
I love
I was just
everyone.
looking at the trade value chart pretty quickly. Our target would probably have to fall to 7, right, to go up. When you think
I think 6.
6?
Yeah. Well, I think Washington would be smitten with Styles and would stick and pick to replace Bobby Wagner. That's
Right.
the team that I've been looking at. The Giants and Washington. And if he gets past the Giants, I think 6 with Cleveland with all of those needs up front and needing a wide receiver and you want to, if you're going to stick with Shador, which it looks like they're gonna, right? You want to build around that. So maybe trading back and adding weapons and linemen is the plan of attack. And if we want to jump, I think that's the place to go to.
And your proposal was 44 and 103 with the 16?
44, yeah, 16, 44, and 103. I know they'll want 33. If I'm doing 16 and 33, then I'm going to keep 103 and give them like a 5 instead of the 4.
My thing is I want to keep 103. I wouldn't mind dipping into future years, like the 3rd round of next year,
That's fair.
to go up. Like I know it's going to cost one of those 2s, right?
Yeah.
But I want to kind of build a little balance, and we have a lot of top heavy picks next year. So I don't think that giving up a 3 would be too much to ask.
Would
I
you
think
give up
that
the worst of our ones next year?
no.
Do you
I
like
wouldn't.
Styles enough to give up 16
No.
and the worst of our ones next year?
No.
Okay.
No. The 1s and the 2s next year are kind of untouchable, I think.
Okay. That's fair.
But I would have no problem, say, if we need to go to 6 for Styles.
Yeah.
Doing 16, 33, and a 3rd next year.
I like it. Now, this may very well just be conversation, right? They might be content. It's a good linebacker class. So I could see them staying. I could see them moving back. But I'm kind of getting smitten with the keeping Reese and Styles together. Like let them come up, let them learn football life in the NFL, let them learn, they'll room together. The Jets always get that Park Ave apartment building out there. The Jets have a ton of places there. They put the rookies there. I'll never forget a woman on Twitter in 22 said that she was hanging out talking to all these nice guys, and she's like, they're massive. And then I realized they're the New York Jets, and they're all staying at our apartment building. It was Garrett, it was Sauce, Zach was there hanging out with them. All the young guys were all together over there. So let these guys learn life together. Maybe I'm being too nostalgic with it, but fuck it, just come here and play
Yeah,
great
I mean,
football.
it's a good linebacker and safety class. But if these guys Downs and Styles are special, and the price is right, and you can be a little opportunistic with a team that would rather go back to get more picks, and it makes sense, like it's not too much cost wise, then you should do it. Like those 2 guys you're drafting Reese for what he could be, right? He's you know he's got the traits, right? But you don't really know that he's going to be, you know, Derek Thomas, right? But
Jesus Lord, Kyle, you're talking that name?
well, you know, when you have those kind of
That's the
traits,
second best edge rusher I've ever seen, besides
right?
Taylor.
That's right.
Derek Thomas is the second best guy off the edge I've ever watched.
But I'm just going totally off traits and it's projection, right? So
Yeah.
That's why he's going number 2. He's not going because he was a sack master in college. But that makes it kind of all the more imperative that you get a slam dunk with the second first rounder, right? To kind of bring the defense together. And I think it makes sense to bring guys who have played on the same defense before, have a little camaraderie, familiarity with how they play defense in the past and what their tendencies are. And if these guys are among the 3 best defenders in the class, and we think that they are, and we have the capital to do it, yes, by all means. We have a lot of needs. Don't force it. Just like the quarterback, don't force it. I appreciate your time, Nick.
Hey, real quick, do you have do you have a minute?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Lou B wanted to come on with you.
Hey guys, hey Kyle.
That's my pal.
That's right. I was going to come help you shovel the other day, Kyle, if you needed me. Guys, you know, obviously I'm obsessed with the draft. And for us, I think getting to 6 is everything. At 6, I understand Styles would be incredible if he falls to 6. Let's say he doesn't. You have Carnell Tate possibly falls there. Bain possibly falls there. Bailey possibly falls there. Lemon could obviously go later. But at 6 is gold for us. There's going to be another Ohio State guy there at 6 because it just will end up that way. It depends on who these guys are taking. But if we can get to 6, no matter what, there's someone there that can drastically help this team. Nick, do you see it that way?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not trading up for a safety. I'm not trading up.
Downs at 6 is incredible also, though, Nick.
It would be.
I like him at 2 right now, to be honest with you, but I feel like it's going to be Arvell, so I'm just dreaming.
I can't trade up for a safety. I could trade up for the centerpiece of the defense with the middle linebacker. I can't trade up that far for a safety. Now,
would you be happy at Bain at 6?
Well, I'm not going to trade up for Bain. No.
I don't like Bain and
I don't like him in the 3.
Okay, Bailey at 6.
Wait, after getting Reese at 2?
I'm just saying there's studs at 6. Carnell at 6.
Oh, yeah, there's going to be. But, like, who's our pick at 2? That's going to factor into
Arvell. I would say, yeah, I think they're going to pick him.
Bailey if I have.
Okay, so just saying the choices that will be there. I understand that some of it's redundant, but there's going to be incredible players at 6, and at 7, any one of these guys can obviously go. Bye-bye.
Yeah,
but Styles could be at 6 too.
If Downs gets to 12, which I don't think he will. I don't think he'll get past Cincinnati at 10. If Downs is there at 12, then I call the Cowboys. So, like, hey, you want your number 2 back? And we'll jump from 16 to 12 for Downs. And then you still have 33 to go get a middle linebacker.
Kyle, what do you think about 6?
To me,
who would you come up for to make it a little more simple of a question? Styles.
Styles is the only guy I'm coming up for.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't come up for Downs?
No.
I
would come up for Downs later, but I don't have any interest in Bain because I think I look at Bain and I see the pro projection to be like Jermaine, right? Like I think he's kind of miscast. Like if we were to keep if we were to draft Bain or if we were to keep Jermaine, he would go inside on some passing downs and he'd be a 4-3 down lineman, right? And that's kind of what I see with Bain. I don't think he has a real role as a 3-4 outside linebacker, to be honest with you. Just because the arm thing scares it scares the living hell out of me, the arm thing.
I have one more question, guys. At 16, if Lemon or Ty are there, who would you take? Frank might have fell in love with Ty.
I'm not taking Ty at all.
Okay.
I think
Lemon could fall.
Immediate needs, Lou, to go draft a guy who might not play. and only get
No, I
replaced
get that.
next year.
I do. I just I would have liked to get him on the team. I realize it's just not set up the draft for us to do that. But they could be
To me
thinking about it.
screams Josh Rosen. I just don't see the tape. I listen, he had great tape in September. And I keep saying this. The great ones put out on film what they want to do. They know you want to stop it, and they keep doing it. He's inexperienced at 23 years old, which is incredible. And as the season went on, and as his tendencies got put on film, his game regressed. I can't do it. I need you to ascend, right? Like Mendoza. Every week, Mendoza made great throws after great throws. You know, that's the guy that climbed the entire year. Simpson disappeared. He didn't have a good game after Halloween. He's the opposite of AVT. He played after Halloween, but he didn't play well.
This might be a wild generalization, but I'm going to go with it none the same. Nonetheless, you have Josh Rosen. It seemed like he had kind of a silver spoon in his mouth. Didn't want to work when he got to the pros. That was the perception in retrospect, right? I don't see that with Simpson, although he doesn't have the tape yet, right? He's inexperienced. Coach's son, that's plus. If he were there at 33, and I don't think he would be, I would run the card up because then it really frees you up to do what you want to do next year, right?
Sure.
You're not tied to a first round pick. But between Lemon and Simpson at 16, to me, it's not even a doubt. I would take Lemon first.
Yeah, I love Lemon too. I'm happy to hear today that he could fall. Like if they take a bunch of linemen, Tygos and Ohio State guys go, maybe Lemon does fall to 16, and then
I tell you, I think Tyson's more likely to be there at 16.
Yeah, but I can't.
Me too.
If we learned anything from AVT, right? Like if we let AVT walk, I don't think we go draft Tyson, right? Like the injury factor. I know he's an incredible talent, man, but it would be such a jet thing to draft a guy who's continuously injured, and then the first time he gets injured, we're all gonna go, "Why did you take the guy who's always injured?"
But if Mekhi Lemon's gone and Tyson does fall there, you got to consider it. I mean, he is a massive talent.
It's a risk management exercise, right? Like someone's going to take a chance on those three wide receivers in the top 16 or so. So it's just a matter of, who's willing to take on the risk, because, with Lemon, I mean, if you take him in the top 10, it's unheard of to really take slots in the top 10.
I mean, you look at the teams in the top 10 that need receiver, right? I mean, Vegas does, but they're not taking one. We do, but we're not taking one at 2. Tennessee at 4, Giants at 5, Cleveland at 6, New Orleans at 8, Kansas City at 9. Like Cincinnati is like really the only team that doesn't need one. Miami at 11 could do it. I know they need lots of help. Dallas just franchised Pickens today.
Oh, wow. I didn't hear that.
And then, I mean, and then there's always opportunity of somebody trading up, But
does that mean they're going to trade CeeDee Lamb?
I don't know. That's whatever they do. I hope it's the move that doesn't work out, so our first round pick next year is better. Whatever they do, I hope it's the wrong decision.
Well, as quarterback, I like Cole Payton. I love Cole Payton as like one of the the third quarterback on our team. I like Tanner as the second quarterback, and I hope we get somebody strong as the first. That's my quarterback room. But you guys have a good day.
Appreciate you, buddy.
Always a pleasure.
Later,
I'll talk to you soon.
Later, guys. Yep.
Be good,
Later,
gentlemen.
guys.
Now, how do you follow up 2 very good callers? There's not many people out there that could follow 2 guys and possibly top them. But, however, I have a treat for you. It's the homegirl.
Oh,
What's up, girl?
what up? Look,
How are
I
you?
am. Look at me. I got my Jet stuff on. I'm rocking my
Sammy D.
yeah, because he won a Super Bowl now, so I can bring it back out of the closet.
That's it. That's it. It's
not
like, hey, I
embarrassing
believed in him
anymore.
back then.
Well,
I
it was
bought-
embarrassing. I
So I
did
don't wear
too, but
jerseys, Jen. I don't wear jerseys. You know this. I haven't
yeah.
worn jerseys since Jonathan Vilma. Now, when we went to I bought his rookie year. I bought the kids and Alona, who I was with at the time, Jets, Darnold jerseys. And then they did the new jersey that you have on. And then I had to go get everybody those jerseys.
Well, it's a funny story with this. So it's actually a knockoff, and I was working in the behavioral health hospital. I was doing the admissions at the time, and one of my coworkers was having a bad time with his back. And at the time, there's a hand and stone spa here. So I was a member and I could give people, like an hour massage. So I had because it was right after, no, it was before COVID. But I had banked up a couple because I hadn't been going every month. So it's like, hey, I'll just give you one of mine, no big deal. Because I had them banked up, they were already paid for. He's a good kid. I gave it to him. He came in a week later and gave me this. I was like, oh, you had to do that, but that was cool. So I got it for free. So that's pretty cool. So I was like, let me bring it back out.
Nice.
I could be a little bit
I've gone for
negative.
massages. The only thing I've given the Chinese ladies is apologies.
Well, I can be a little bit negative. I can be kind of no hope, that kind of thing. But
realistic, though. I think you're realistic.
Yeah.
I think that when shit hits the fan, you admit there's shit everywhere. And some of us, like me, might be like, but it didn't get in that room. That room looks good. But you're like, no, there's shit everywhere. So you're very realistic, and I love that about you. You're not going to sugarcoat shit. You're going to say what you think, and whether people like it or not, you're going to be true to you. And I love that.
Yeah, and most people who know me, I always want the Jets to win. I want them to do well. I'm not I want them to do well, but I want to also have hope. And with Aaron Glenn and the end of last season, even when we would get wins, and people would text me oh, he won. I'm like, yeah, but it didn't I'm happy we won, but I'm not gonna be shouting it from the rooftops. It was nice we won. But I was afraid going into the season it was gonna be more of the same, no hope. But now that we traded for Sweat, we're shaking it up. I didn't think we were gonna have a shakeup. The shakeup excites me. Now there's things to look forward to. Okay, we're not going into the year for the same old, same old. We're gonna try a 3-4. And I think it was Rex had a 3-4, right? When Rex was the coach, right? Didn't he do a 3-4? Or no?
Yeah.
I didn't.
We had Brian Thomas and we had Calvin Pace as the outside linebacker. Sean Ellis moved inside. Yeah.
That was before I really followed football.
He kind of
so
did he threw a lot of junk at you too.
Yeah.
Right? He had the guys walking around. He had a lot
exactly.
of unique
but you could do that
design.
with a 3-4, right? That's why he could do it, because he ran the 3-4.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, that excites me. We can kind of shake things up. We could, people are saying, well, probably the 3-4 base. We still might do a 4-3, but when you're doing that 3-4, you can have the people walking around. You can bring blitzes and disguises from all different areas. The quarterback's not going to know where to look. We were so oh, he's doing that, they're doing that. Okay, we know where to go. We were so predictable. I think you said it last night. We're going to be fun. Our defense was always fun to watch. Our offense has always kind of been but our defense has always been top half of the league usually.
When we're good, when we're good, it's been our defense carrying us.
Yeah, and I played defense playing soccer. That was my sport. And even when I played powder puff football, I was a free safety. I always played defense. I love defense. So to see a fun defense again, I'm pumped.
Yeah.
So and
when you have that monster in the middle, when you have Sweat in the middle of that defense, now you have a choice. Pick your poison. Are you going to single block him, or you're going to double him, which now allows your linebackers, and then you can get creative and you can stunt with your linebackers and you can free up blitzing lanes. When you have the physicality in the first 3 guys, the next 4 guys, you don't know who's dropping in coverage. They could show it on one side and shift the offense can shift their blocking scheme, and then you blitz from the backside and drop those guys. So there's so much creativity that you can have when you have 4 linebackers that can do it all. And, when I'm looking at Styles, I don't think Styles is the only middle linebacker. I'm a little smitten for Styles, seeing all of his.
I heard you say that last night or yesterday.
Yeah. I'm a little smitten with him, but I don't think you have to trade up for him. If you want him, you're going to have to trade up. But there's other linebackers that fit. CJ Allen from Georgia would be a tremendous fit. Real quick, Real 2 Cruising says, I can't believe folks would take a hard pass at 6 on Downs, who's arguably the best player in the draft. Now, here's the caveat to that. It's not taking a hard pass on him because we don't have 6. It's would you trade all the way up to 6 for him? And I wouldn't. I could see Aaron Glenn, who had Brian Branch in Detroit. Maybe they do go up. What if Styles goes 5 to the Giants? Maybe the Jets do jump for him, but I wouldn't do it. But I'm not
He's a
against
linebacker?
the idea. He's a safety.
Safety, okay. I don't know much about the draft, so.
He really can do it all.
I
Shout out
was-
to Adirondack Fly Guy. He gifted a membership that went to Allison Tucklob. Thank you, Adirondack.
Yeah.
You are in the raffle for 2. We're doubling the entries for the rest of the week, ladies and gentlemen. So until Sunday night, we're going to double everything. It's an NFL week in February. Let's enjoy that. Super chats, $5 and up. Gifted memberships. Raffle giveaway Tuesday night, March 10th. Big show that night. I'm going to try to get a lot of guests lined up. I'm going to work on that next week. Big day in my life, so I want to share that here with you guys, of course. But thank you, Adirondack. You're the man. Appreciate you.
So here's my thing where you gotta talk me off a ledge a little bit. So I did see some YouTube videos where people were talking about Sweat being, fat and lazy, blah blah blah. Take that with a grain of salt. But I remember you said the other day that our new defensive line coach, you're not gonna be able to be lazy. But I thought that the Pittsburgh defense was not that great last year.
They're not, but they had issues on the back end. Like Pittsburgh's always
Okay, so
been
it's
able
like
to
a
bring
line.
pressure. Yeah. I didn't watch a lot of Pittsburgh. I didn't want to partake.
JJ Watt even fall off a little bit, or was he injured this year? I know he had the lung puncture thing, but besides that, I feel like he didn't.
But I'd have to look into it more to give you an honest answer about Pittsburgh. But just to rewind to the first part with Sweat. There's more to that comment. People hear the word lazy and they cling on to that word, right?
2.0 in my head.
That's the shock word. But he said so much more with that. And he said, if you're going to bring him in as your run stuffer and use him on rundowns in the middle of your defense, he's your guy. If you're going to move him over and use a 4-man front and expect him to be a pass rusher like Justin Simmons, he's not your guy.
Right.
So that's where there's more substance than just the one word lazy. And the Jets are bringing him in to be the run stuffer in the middle of the defense. He's not going to be a 3-down guy. He's 360 plus pounds. I've been there. A flight of stairs would exhaust me. Thinking about going up the flight of stairs would exhaust me. I couldn't imagine having to go play after play after play.
Yeah.
You bring him in as your run stuffer. You bring him in. How about this? When Josh Allen tries to do the QB sneak, now you got that dude sitting in the A-gap waiting for him.
That would be nice.
Yeah, there's ways that you utilize him. There's ways that you protect him. And I think when you put a guy like that as the centerpiece of your defense, he'll respond to it. And I think when you have a guy like Phillips next to him, a good veteran leader, that'll help. And,
I like Phillips a lot.
Yeah. And, when Sweat's still young, he's only going into year 3. Briggs is young. Sherwood is still young. Reese is young. Styles and Allen will be, there's going to be a lot of good young talent on this team. And I think that'll motivate anybody to want to be a part of that come up.
The other thing I heard, not from the Jake thing, but I just kind of YouTube searched him, and somebody else said that when he came in overweight. I'm kind of having like Mekhi Becton PTSD. So this and that. Sweat came in overweight. They got him a dietitian. And they put him on all this stuff, but he still wasn't following what they were suggesting, and that gave me shades of Mekhi Becton. And I wonder, you get in a pile, you get rolled on, you're not taking care of yourself. Is he going to become injury prone? Because Mekhi Becton had a couple good seasons too. So, again, I don't want to compare one to the other.
Yeah.
But I think I have so much PTSD from Mekhi Becton that he seems so similar. I'm like, oh, are we getting the Mekhi Becton of the defensive line now?
But here's the thing, right? Here's the caveat for that.
Mm-hmm.
Becton got better when they moved him inside at guard because you want somebody at that size fighting in a phone booth. You don't want them fighting on a freeway, right? You want them in a tight window, push the guy, go forward.
That's
what they're more
will be.
suited for at that size. You don't
Right, that
want
makes sense.
lateral movement on the big guys. You want instant power and impact, and that's what you get. Pause. That's what she said. But you want that big dude just in that A gap. Chris Jenkins, Buha. Go watch how Chris Jenkins used to play the nose under Rex. Sione Buha, Snacks Harrison. That's how you should utilize this guy.
Okay. Right. Well, that makes me feel better. And then
that's Johnny says, "Oh, Chen Graves, my homegirl." No, Johnny, she can't
Johnny,
be your homegirl. She's my homegirl. She can't be yours.
Your homegirls.
All right, she's everybody's homegirl.
You're all my homeboys.
Hell yeah.
And then Styles, I know you said that he got better at tackling, but I don't know anything about college. Like now that I'm watching the combine, like I'm seeing what they say.
Yeah.
Reese looks like a bigger body. Styles is giving me shades of not as scrawny, but like Ahmad Garner. Like, yes, he started tackling better, but is he going to hold up to an NFL season? I know he was good at Ohio State. Like, do we have to worry about that? Because Arvell Reese looks like a friggin' tank. He's a big, just like a big dude. Where Styles looks more like skinny and kind of.
I think just the weight is proportioned differently. And I think Styles is just bulkier up top, and Reese just looks more cut and chiseled. I just think it's how they carry the weight.
Gotcha.
But I mean, Styles can do it all. I have no concerns with Styles. The only concern I would have is if we have to go against him. And I'm glad that none of our division guys are picking up where I think Styles could go. You know, if he goes to the Giants or Washington or New Orleans to replace Demario Davis eventually, who cannot play forever. I know he's trying, but I mean, it feels like the guy's been around for 20 years and he almost has. So I'm happy New England's not picking at 4 this year, you know, like they were last year.
Oh, and
They can get their punter at 31 because Drake May can suck some cock water.
Yeah. Well, did you see? I think it was this year. I was looking at Sweat highlights on YouTube. He got sacked on Drake May. So sucking Drake May. Yep. So
he did. Yeah, there was a nice compilation video with like 5 or 6 plays. I think I put it in the Discord last night. There's a nice couple plays by Sweat where they showed him lining up at different positions along the defensive line. And listen, you're not expecting him to track down Derrick Henry running off tackle. You're gonna say, hey, if you're running in the
collapse in the pocket for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you get the edges, but like I mean, even he had a couple in that highlight package. I don't know how fast his hands are, but he had a couple of like little like bat down the guy's hands and a little swim. Like he had a little some hand tactics going. Like I was mildly impressed for a big dude. He's not fast by any means, but like he's got a motor. He didn't give up for a big dude. Like that's all you can ask, but don't give up on the play.
That's what you need in a 3-4. If you're playing a 4-man front like Tennessee does and will with Saleh, Saleh wants smaller defensive tackles, Solomon Thomas, JFM, guys who can penetrate and get upfield quickly. He doesn't fit that scheme. It's not saying he's not a good player. It's just it's not a scheme fit. You can have talent, but you also have to have the coaches that know how to utilize the talent, and you have to have the right talent for what the scheme is called for. So
yeah, pretty much all I got for you. I've worked a grand total of 5 hours this week between the snow and my little guy during the week was sick the whole rest of the week. So I've been able to catch your midday shows, which has been fun for me.
The midday shows are coming to an end.
Yeah.
Starting next week, I'll be working 8:30 to 5.
Congratulations
we're gonna
again.
have some early evening shows.
That's amazing. That's when I get off of work. Typically, I'm usually home only in the evenings.
Yeah.
But this week was so ridiculous.
I know.
So it worked out good.
Yeah, that's what she said. But thank you. I appreciate you. And I know for those of you tuning in, Thursday night, round 1 of the NFL draft, April 23rd. I will be having a party at the Woodbridge Brewing Company. The homegirl will be there. Come hang out. She's the head of security. Don't make her throw you out. Don't act a fool. If you don't like the pick,
I will.
act like a gentleman.
I'll toss you.
She's the enforcer. I'll see you
All right,
soon.
Nick, good talking to you. I will talk to you later. Bye, everybody.
Later, buddy.
Love to the Shiners. Bye.
Bye. Shout out to the homegirl. Trying to see which one. I want to change that size a little bit. It's too small. Too big. Yes. Don't forget to hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We're trying to get to 2,100 by Sunday night. I'll be joined by Adam Sunday night. So here's what we got. A little bit of Breece Hall news potentially coming out right now. Again, all raffle entries are doubled. Super chats $5 and up. Gifted memberships get you on the wheel. I gifted yesterday. I have 12 raffle entries to give away. So I'm going to add 2 to Ricky. I'm going to add 2 to Kyle. And I'm going to add 2 to Adirondack Fly Guy. So I have 6 more to give away. Any more raffle entries that come in, you can get some bonuses on top of it. So good time to gift. All right. Non-exclusive rights franchise tag. Running back, $14.2 million. Transition player, which I think is a lot more interesting and I think more of a possibility for Breece, $11.3 million. Looking at offensive line, AVT, the transition is 23. The franchise tag is 25. You're not going to get that. Quarterback franchise tag is $43 million. Wide receivers, $27 million. Defensive tackle is $27 million. Linebacker, which includes edges, is $26 million. Cornerback is $21 million. Safety is $20 million. Uh-oh. Shout out to the homegirl. She just gifted 5. She gifted 1 for every hour she worked this week. Thank you, Jen. I love you. I appreciate you. She gifted 2. Jets Johnny, who's here. Dan Hills, $3.95. Brooklyn. Jake. And Hector Cabrera. Appreciate you, homegirl. Homegirl, I'm going to throw 4 bonuses on top of yours since you gifted 5. So you just got 14 raffle entries. I gotta take my notepad out here. I gotta make some notes. Call lines are open. I got about 10 minutes left before I gotta head out to work. And I say this with such joy in my heart. The last time I will be going to work at 2:30 in the afternoon. Actually, no. I just got offered overtime tomorrow from, is it 2 to 10:30? Or 2:30? 2 to 10 tomorrow. I have overtime. There's a band competition at one of the high schools. So 8 hours of overtime tomorrow. Hell yeah. Make it rain green. Make it rain green in the chat. Let's get everybody to become a member of the chat. This way, everyone has emoji access. Don't forget, Chris B is without his emojis right now, ladies and gentlemen. Can we do our best to help Chris B out? We got to get Chris his emojis back, folks. It's a sad world to live in if Chris B doesn't have emojis. All right, let me play a quick video, do a little producing in the back end. Be right back.
Welcome, my friends. It's a shine time. Shine time. It's time to talk about the Jets. Don't you know it's shine time? Shine time. It's shine time. Time to be with my friends. Hey, have you seen my toe?
All right. Yeah, Tony, I just got promotion to go to days, and I'm in a high school now. I'm not a rover anymore. So I'm in a high school on the overtime rotation. So Saturdays are overtime, Sundays are double time. Holidays also come into play because there's events that go on. And yeah, there's 4 of us, and it'll just rotate through. But yeah, it would be nice to get that. And now working till 5 o'clock during the week, I can do the sports site manager a couple nights a week to make up for it and just make it rain. Lot going on, We got the draft party coming up. Then we're going to Atlantic City right after that. And then I'm doing a cross country road trip this summer. And then I might cry. If you want to zoom in, I might cry when I say these words. I then have to start saving up for my daughter's sweet 16 this year. So sad dad moment. It's great watching the kids grow up, but it's gonna hurt my heart watching my baby. She's always gonna be my baby girl. But what's up, Johnny?
What up, brother? Hey, killing it on the show today, man, with everything going, dude. But if we could get Reese, and if somehow Styles falls to 16,
It's not. Dude, he's not getting past 7. I'm telling you, the Giants and Washington are not letting him go.
True story, man.
I don't know how. Like if you're Washington, your dream is he's there at 7 and you just use him to replace Bobby Wagner.
100%.
Now you got Jaden Daniels and Styles as your captains of your offense and defense for the foreseeable future.
But there's just so many players that are, bro. When's the last time have you seen these guys running like linebackers running this fast, bro? Like it's insane to me now. Like, is this the new norm? I'm guessing.
A lot of money in defense, man.
Holy.
A lot of money in defense. I just read all the numbers. The defense is, I'll pull it up again. Where are you? The prices for franchise tag. Quarterback's $43 million. Running back's only 14. Tight end is 15. Wide receivers 27. Offensive lineman's 25. DN 24. D tackle 27, linebacker 26, cornerback 21, safety 20. So all 5 positions on defense, the franchise tag is over $20 million a year. So you're seeing these guys who are big, freakish athletes all over the field now. And listen, we need that. So this is a very good draft, Johnny, to build a front 7. You already got the nose taken care of. You get the outside linebacker, you get your other middle linebacker, and now with Will McDonald and Reese, you can add another veteran in there who's maybe more experienced, maybe more physical as a 3-4 outside linebacker. Maybe you find somebody. The Jets have done a really good job finding Briggs and Brownlee and Mitchell. There's another guy they had thrown in on a trade.
Mitchell.
Phillips. So if they can find a guy and maybe trade one of these later picks, the pick swap, we'll give you a 6, and you give us the 7 and the player, we'll give you the 6. If you can find that type of guy who maybe has been misutilized and played out of position, and bring him in to be like your 3-4 run, like outside linebacker, I think that's next on the list. That's the next thing that you have to get. And then you could really look at your front 7 being finished very quickly.
But I think they'll add another outside linebacker in free agency. I think you have a whole bunch that are out there, and they're not going to cost a lot, man. They're really not. And why not? I really like how they're doing the whole adding the mixture of a young nucleus with a couple of sprinkled vet guys in there, because I think Phillips and with Briggs to help essentially, Sweat, because the whole conversation is he's lazy and all this, which I need to see it.
I broke that down earlier. He said so much more than that, and everybody's just grasping on that one word. But I'll say it again. The guy said, if you're going to take him and you're going to use him and plug him in the middle of your defense and be your run stuffer, that's the guy that you want. But if you're going to use 2 defensive tackles and ask him to do different things and ask him to get upfield and get outside to contain the run, and I'm summarizing a little bit, but they wanted him to lose weight and become like a Simmons, that's not his game.
Completely.
His game is just being massive in the middle of a defense. He's being played out of position. They drafted him to try to change him. You don't listen. I'm happy we got him. I'm really happy we got him. I think that Jets fans are gonna love. We've always had the centerpiece of the defense, Johnny, when we're good. You got to be good in the middle in the 3-4. Otherwise, they're going to run down your throat. The guards will scrape. They'll bump you, get to the linebackers, and then you can just run straight ahead all the time. You need that guy that can freeze the center and the guard and throw them off of you and still crash down and make a play in the A or the B gap, and he can do that. He's the perfect target.
I know you got to head out, Nick. So I wanted to ask you really quickly.
Yes, I do.
When's the last time you've seen this organization essentially kind of move like this? And it's really been quiet, right? Like we don't know.
It's also pisses me off that they waited a year to act like an organization. Like, I'm still mad about that. Like I'm not going to forget how last year was, but listen, things changed. I give them credit, John. You know, I was very critical of it at the end of the year when it was the lingering of job firings. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? But now you're starting to see they had an original plan. Didn't work. 0-7. They gave it their best shot. They lost 3 of those games that they shouldn't. They should have been around 4-3, 3-4, right? The games didn't go their way. So you have to reassess. And sometimes plan A doesn't work and you got to go with B, C, or double D, right? I know you're a fan. But when you get down to those multiple plans, that's sometimes where you find success. You know, you got to be able to redirect. And they redirected offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator. You know, I'm a little upset that it took Glenn a year to then call the plays. Like now I feel it was almost an act of desperation, which it still could be.
Mm-hmm.
But I really like Muzi. And like I said earlier in the show, I love Glenn, the talent evaluator. And if he can get to the point where he's just as good of a head coach as he is a talent evaluator, we could be in a good position.
100%. Well, Nick, I know you.
All right, go ahead. Real quick, plug your show tonight.
First off, if you guys are watching this and you guys have not hit the like or hit the sub for our guy, Nick Shine, what are you guys doing? What are you waiting for? I mean, let's get it up. You need to do it. That's what she said, right? And yeah, look, if you guys want to, come check us out just for a while. 7:30 p.m. tonight. We're kind of breaking down a little bit of how much free agency, let's just say, we spend. And then that's going to lead us into this crazy mock draft that we're trying to do. Nick,
who you got on with you tonight?
We got Chaos's Rocky here with us.
Nice.
On the show tonight. So we have players that we want in free agency. We're going to have the breakdown on how much it's going to cost against the cap. Nice. Then that's going to lead us into the actual conversation of the draft and where we go from there. So I have no idea what we're going to do. It's the first time doing it. I think it'll be kind of fun. But Nick, love your show, brother. Love this
Thanks,
time.
buddy. Have a good show tonight. I'll try to, I'll should be able to tune in.
Hell yeah, man. Shine on Pride Time. Cannot wait for later on.
Yeah.
Later, dudes. Peace.
Sunday night, we'll have the announcement.
Hell yeah, can't wait.
All right. Hold on 1 second. Here is where everyone stands with the cap at $301.2 million. This includes the Jets-Titans trade. The Jets are at $88.792 million. The Titans are first at $94 million. So
I don't think we're done, Nick. I really don't. I think they're going. I think we might.
We're not. Keep an eye on the safety trade. That's what I'm hearing. That's what my inside source tells me. But let me run. I really got to get out the door.
Later, Nick.
I got like 5 minutes. Be good, John. Couple of things real quick. Philly Noodles with a super chat. Draft Styles at 2. Trade 16 up to take best player fit for O or D. Well, Philly. Oh, hold on. Let me make this larger. It was not a nap. It was just sleep apnea. Okay.
That's right. I suffer just like Glenn. We're okay. You know,
good.
That's all it was. This is what he's got to do. Put one of these on. Call it a day.
Listen, man. I said earlier, not everybody loves watching grown men run in spandex as much as Tom Ace does.
Hey, you know, it is what it is. I think he's got it. I just felt like, you know what I mean? This is all he needs. Just one of these bad boys. Even if you don't need it.
Listen, I grew up during the Carrot Top era. I love prop comedy.
This boosts oxygen to his brain. He'll be floating on different levels when he's looking at these guys while scouting.
Get him a sponsorship.
That's what I'm saying. Whatever one of these stupid masks is going to be the spokesperson, just like Dan Marino did. Like, what was that
Isotoner gloves.
Yeah,
Isotoner gloves, baby. OJ and Marino back in the day.
You can do it for these things right here. You know what I mean?
Awesome. All right, bro.
I'll let you run,
sleep
dude.
well.
I will. Oh, I will. Look at this. Come on.
I'll talk to you soon, pal. Thanks for calling
Later,
in.
bro.
Adirondack Fly Guy gifted a membership that went to Jovan. Thank you, Adirondack. I'm going to throw you 2, 4, 6. All right. I'm going to throw you 2 more entries. You're at 4. Thank you. Appreciate you. You're at 4 bonus on top. You're at 8 total today. Knob, $20 super chat. Homeboy. Real quick before I read this, it's time.
Now let's go to What Did We Learn Today, courtesy of Nick Shine.
Drop your What Did We Learns in the comments, please. I do have to get out the door for work. This is going to be very quick. Knob says, I'm not sure what some of these imbeciles commenting about Sweat in a negative way have watched Jets football for the last 6 years. There's been 0 coverage across the middle of the field from D-line to the secondary. Yeah, very good point, Knob. We've been weak up the middle. We've had undersized defensive tackles. They've been neutralized by powerful offensive lines. You're starting to see now that those days are done. You're not going to be able to overpower Briggs, Phillips, and Sweat time and time again. They're going to eat. They're going to get theirs. Thank you for the super chat. I love you. I appreciate you, my friend. That gets you 8 raffle entries, and I'm going to throw 2 more on top of that to get you 10, because I'm going to gift one right now, which allows me to do that. Let's see if we can get Chris B. I'm going to use my powers with YouTube. Almighty YouTube. You take 30% of everyone's earnings. Please give something back and give Chris B a membership. Let's see if that happens. We need Chris with emojis. I went to Julian Jules. Sorry, Chris. I tried. Let's see if we got What Did We Learn? None. Okay. Boomtown. Drop it like it's hot.
Hey there, Shiners, you made it to the end. It's time to ask the question. The Nick Shine would like to know. Canada's taking names. Boomtown always delivers. Let's find out now. What did we learn today?
Boomtown, lurking in the woods, silently, waiting to be summoned to drop today's What Did We Learn? Learn Tom Ace enjoys men running around in spandex. You should have known that, Boom. You've talked to him. It took Nick 2 months to listen to the take Knob has been spitting. The definition of anniversary is strictly adhered to in the Shine household. Bonus, big heads can help with lighting. Our homegirl, Jay Graves, is to be shared equally. Hey. Reese Hall may be transitioning. Nice. Philly Noodles has sleep apnea and can rock a mean mask. Ladies and gentlemen, shout out to Boom. I may do a show tomorrow morning now that I'm working 2 to 10, or I might do a show tomorrow night when I get out of work. I don't know if I'm going to, I don't know. We'll see. Let me check the schedule. But pay attention as always. Check the YouTube channel. Hit the bell for notifications. Subscribe to the channel if you have not already. We're trying to get to 2,100 by Sunday night. Would appreciate your help with that. We are very close. We are at 2084, so we're 16 away. Much love to everyone. Have a great day. Thank you for supporting the Nick Shine Show. God bless. Be good to one another. And if all else fails,
show me your butthole.
It's got me.
Gentry covered in football.
Any day, any night, we all shine, bro. First class shine time, the Nick Shine Show. Anytime on YouTube, if you don't know, the Nick Shine Show, the Nick Shine Show. Dim the lights, but it's still bright as Nick time. Day or night, this is his prime, it's Nick Shine. Proud fan, well defined, to get in line. Toe to toe with any show, he only got 9. The best show on YouTube, bro, is easy. We talk Jets all day, please believe me. Subscribe, you just gotta click a family. We not a click in 3D. You can see a beautiful DP. We see through the fake teams and the tea leaves. So we pray for a coach and a QB and hope that we close to the top in the new league. A toast to the host with the most, Nicky. Who, me? Any day, any night, we all shine, bro. First class shine time, the Nick Shine Show. Anytime on YouTube, if you don't know, the Nick Shine Show, the Nick Shine Show.
Fantastic.